Welcome back everybody to another Reagan Smith training video. Today we're going to look at getting a group of points out of Civil 3D and into Excel so we can sort and look at the data and be able to quantify certain objects. So for this exercise we're going to use these red trees. These are trees that have been put on a demo layer. So these trees will be removed during construction. So what we'd like to do is get the caliper inches of all of these trees. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the first tree. We are going to isolate that layer, and then we're going to come over here to Tool Space, and we're going to come over here to Point Groups. We're going to right click on it and hit New. Open this dialog box. We will call this Demo Trees. We'll come up here to Include. First dialog box here with matching numbers. We'll click that. We'll hit Selection Set in Drawing. We will select all those. We will right click, and now we see it has them up here. So we'll hit Apply and then OK. And so now if we hit this little plus next to Point Groups, we can click on Demo Trees and see that it's got our trees we selected. So that's kind of step one. Step two, to get this into Excel, we will come back over to our point group, Demo Trees. We'll right click and hit Export Points. And so the format we would like to use is PNEZD, comma delineated. We want to make sure it's comma delineated. We are going to click here to tell it where to go. We're going to save it to our desktop. We are going to call it Demo Trees. We want to make sure that it's a .txt file. That will allow us to sort the information when we're bringing it into Excel. So we'll hit Open and then OK. So now it's exported those points into an Excel file. We'll open up Excel. And from here, we'll go to Open. We'll browse out to our desktop. And we will click All Files. And now we have our demotrees.txt. We will hit Open. And here's the dialog box. This is why we picked the .txt, so it prompts us with this. We'll hit Next on this first one. We'll come over here to comma. Remember, we wanted comma delineated. And we are going to pick space also. So now you can see our columns are starting to be defined on what we're looking for. So we'll hit Next, and then we will hit Finished. And now we have all of our information broken up between points and descriptions and sizes and things like that. So from here, you can be good to go depending on what you need to do with the points. Like I said, we'd like to quantify the caliper inches for this exercise. So we're going to come over here, and as you can tell, the caliper inches has D and E on them. So we can't quantify those easily with those suffixes. So it won't do anything like that. But if we come up here to the top, this E, click it, we can come over here to Find and Select and go to Replace and say we want to find all the D's in there. We'll hit Find All. Oh, excuse me. Let me try that again. We want to come over here, hit D, and then Find Next. And then we will just hit Replace All. 119 were made. And then we'll do the same for E. Find Next. And then we'll hit Replace All. So now, you can close this. So now we have a clean column here that you can go through and quantify that column pretty easily. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and have a good rest of the day.